And today, lawyers for the Obama administration were back in federal court in New Orleans, defending the legality of the moratorium on deepwater drilling in the Gulf that Interior Secretary Ken Salazar put in place. Correspondent James Rosen shows us the ban has had chilling effects on the industry.
5 miles outside Port Fourchon, Louisiana, drilling rigs sit idle in shallow waters, with the workers aboard them growing increasingly apprehensive.
It's not the drilling industry that's affected. It's everyone that, has anything to do with the Gulf.
Hopefully they can go ahead on and start issuing out some permits to be able so we can go back to work to feed our families.
If we don't go back to work soon, there's going to be a lot of men lose their jobs.
Industry analysts say the Obama administration's latest moratorium on Gulf drilling, enacted July 12th, is even more sweeping than the one a federal judge struck down in late June, and that lasts until November 30th. As projected, it could wipe out 137,000 jobs.
You could easily come up with about $3 billion in basically payroll effects. And then remember that state and local government, particularly here in Louisiana, really depends on the income from those dollars. So maybe a $300 or $400 million hit in local tax receipts.
Each rig costs $500 million to build, with banks requiring its owner to secure long-term drilling contracts in advance. 42 such rigs are either idling in deep Gulf waters or under construction, and Fox News has learned at least 4 have already headed abroad or made plans to do so.
Much of the fleet of deep and shallow water rigs in the Gulf of Mexico, which supplies a third of our domestic oil, are being laid up, put in cold storage.
We'll finish our moratorium and we'll say go back to work, and the oil operators are going to say with what?
My name is Michael Bromwich.
The government's new point man on Gulf drilling is now on a listening tour of the region, where he told one audience his paramount concern is safety, not economic hardship. But Bromwich also said the data in hand could lead to the moratorium being lifted early.
All of that information is extraordinarily relevant to determine whether, when everything is taken into account, including the economic impact, whether the deepwater drilling moratorium can be shortened and drilling can resume sometime before November 30th.
White House Energy Advisor Carol Browner said Sunday the Obama administration is preparing its own analysis of the effects that the moratorium is having on the Gulf Coast economy, but she did not say, Brett, when that analysis would be completed.
So for those workers, the clock is ticking.
Indeed.
Okay, James, thank you. The U.S. trade deficit